1, 2, 3. Do it.
The first time the Dow Jones Industrial Average passed the 13,000 mark.
Another milestone for the market, 14,000 on the money.
Record-breaking kickoff to the fourth quarter as the Dow Jones Industrial Average closes at a new all-time record high.
Let's celebrate!
We take a buck, we shoot it full of steroids, and we call it leverage.
Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are not in a crisis.
I think so. I mean, you know, look, it's one thing to look beforehand. It's one thing to say, woohoo. But now, you know, the deed has been done. Stearns is fine. Do not take your money out. This is real. Look, if there's one takeaway other than the plus 400 somewhere, Bear Stearns is not in trouble. I mean, if anything, they're more likely to be taken over. Don't move your money from Bear. That's just being silly.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
The closing numbers on the markets today, at one point the market fell as if down a well over 700 points.
Apple shares are just getting hammered this morning.
We're down by between 3 and 4.5% generally across these markets. Let's talk about the speed with which we are watching this market deteriorate. We're red everywhere, essentially, down by 4-5%.
We're down over 16%. Dow at the same time has fallen about 18%.
The stock market is now down 21%.
Because we're now down 43%.
What in the world is happening on Wall Street?
This is like having a pine cone shoved in my hand.
Almost everything there completely wiped out. And the NASDAQ, everything and more has been completely wiped out.
The Dow traders are standing there watching in amazement, and I don't blame them.
That's not right. How can the price be going down? Something's wrong.
Their estimation was that by 2 o'clock that afternoon, $5.5 trillion would have been drawn out of the money market system of the United States, would have collapsed the entire economy of the United States, and within 24 hours the world economy would have collapsed.
Was the worst day on Wall Street since the crash of 1987.
What?
Working the phone say a lot of their customers are freaked out waiting to see how low the Dow will go.
Please no. What started in America last year has now spread to every part of the world.
We're down 9% today. The Xetra DAX over in Frankfurt is down by 9%. The Paris market down by 9%. Austria, which was briefly suspended earlier on in the day, is down by nearly 11%.
Cicero was right. We're in the last days of this country surviving.
Steve Leisman, Treasury runs the printing presses to print the dollars. Some of the dollars go into the Fed. Fed takes the dollars, buys Treasury bonds that the Treasury issues to raise money. Money goes back into the Fed. Isn't this all kind of one big Ponzi scheme?
Sophisticated term for that, Dennis. We call it monetizing the debt.
Will the Federal Reserve monetize this debt? The Federal Reserve will not monetize the debt.
You should have taken him out the back and shot him a long time ago.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Money's a bitch that never sleeps. And she's jealous. And if you don't pay close attention, you wake up in the morning, she might be gone forever.
Ain't that the truth?
It's clear as a bell to those that pay attention. Get dressed. I'll show you my charts.